And here we are in the studio. I didn't put the green screen up tonight because what the heck. I just leave the studio the way it was, whatever color it is, What do we got here? Try something different. On the bottom here, maybe a little lighter. Maybe we'll go a little redder over here. Quite red enough. That'll work. Not that bad. Ooh. Try something like this, maybe. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. A little darker. There we go. That works. Works for me. What's up, Ken? How you doing, buddy? Didn't have any camera problems tonight, thank gosh. Seemed to have gone on smooth. And download tonight, we got an incredible 16.03 megabits per second. Upload is 0.87. That's the best we've had in a while, for sure. It is buffering a little bit on my cell phone. There it is. That's better. There we go. Buffering a little bit on my cell phone. There. I turn that volume down. Let's see if I can get a better resolution on that. Hi, sincerely, Sierra. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? It's been a long time since I've seen you on. I've missed seeing you on here. How you been, sweetheart? I love it when my granddaughters come on. I love you too, sweetie. Wonder why I got dark all of a sudden here. Maybe it's my focus is off. So I'll turn that light on. That might help a little bit. Are you coming down when Sierra comes down, or just Sierra? I mean, when Trinity comes down? Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. I've told Trinity to tell you to get on here a little bit more often. It's nice to see you and talk to you. In fact, I almost called you the other night after you posted something on Facebook and to talk to you, see how you were doing. But Nana's been hogging the phone. Yeah, I saw that, unfortunately. Well, still a month away. Maybe things will change by then. Who knows? We all go through that. I had problems with my own mother when I was younger. She got angry at me for silly things. And we didn't talk for quite a while. But it all works out eventually, luckily. Have you been doing any painting at all lately, Sierra? Yeah, I know. I read that. That's too bad. She has to realize too, you're an adult now and you have a right to do what you want to do. And it's not focused on what she thinks is right or wrong. It's focused on what you think. Were you? Good. Good. Great. I did I did a picture of Uncle Chris. I don't remember if I posted it online or not. I think I did, but I'm not sure. It came out pretty good. And I've been working on one for Ezra. See if I got it. I can show it to you. This one's not done, but this is what I've got so far of Ezra, Caitlin's little boy. Of course, we got all that light in the way here. Let me turn that off. That might help. I don't know. No, because it don't help. I got too many reflections going on here. Yeah, maybe I put it back this way. There we go. That might help a little. But we're getting there. There's some more I want to do to it, but I've been lax. But it's getting there. It's really close. Yeah, they are. They're getting better. Recon, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I was working on my Patreon today so I could try to get more people to join it. It's only $1 a month. I'm just trying to get some people to join it. It helps with the studio and whatever. Aunt Nancy joined a couple of days ago. Surprised me. Um, she joined actually the highest tier I have, which is $15 a month. The dollar a month would have been okay with me, but she joined the $15 a month. I think she's going to drop it down though. I told her to do the $3 one, and then she can just sign up Michaela and Kylie and Kirsten, and it'd be less for her that way too, and give me more people in Patreon, which I think having more people in Patreon helps encourage others to join up. And I didn't have any camera problems tonight. I was so thankful for that. The stream went on great. Tonight we're doing good on my internet speed. Download is 16.03 megabits per second. Upload is 0.87. It's probably going to go up even higher here as we go. Of course, it's a new month for Viastat, so I'm getting the speed I'm supposed to get, or somewhere close to it anyway. So Sierra, I guess Trinity moved out now, huh? She's got her own place. You still there, Sierra? Hello? I have to restart my live chat. There we go. I wouldn't admit seeing him if I were you, Ken. I just, I wouldn't admit it. I saw Recon in another chat somewhere. I just, I don't know who that guy is. The Gambler. I don't know if Sierra, did you leave? Maybe she left. Or maybe she lost connection. Yeah, she might have left. I think I had a bug crawling on me or something. Probably a dang ant. Don't let these guys scare you off, Sierra. And strangely enough, before I forget, I found out I'm actually eligible to do memberships for YouTube now. Used to be they required a lot more. They must have lowered their expectations. So I signed up for it. I don't know if I'll be accepted or not into it, but the basic membership is like $2.95 a month or something for it with some perks. And there actually will be, and I've already done it. I did it today because I can, an emoji icon for Kimcast Art, and it'll be with the new membership. I haven't figured out how to get it on Patreon yet, but I'm working on it. I like Arby's. I never really was that attentive at going to Arby's because I just wasn't used to it. But that corned beef on rye they got, though, that excites me. I like that. I guess Sierra must have left or lost connection. Recon scares all the girls away, even my granddaughters. Yeah. I'm going to try to readjust this. Yeah, that's a little better. Work this way, like this, like this. Yeah. Splurged? What do you mean splurged? You either get Taco Bell or Pizza Hut or pizza or whatever or almost every night. Splurge. Ha! Wow, my upload speed went down. That ain't good. I see I'm buffering. Of course, I'm going off my internet. That's probably why. Canon Recon, the troll killers. You guys have got, so not even the trolls will come in here. Ah. $35, $40, yeah. Cheaper than going to a steakhouse. Holy crap, my internet, they must have capped it all of a sudden. 2.36 download and 0.16 upload. Wow, that's horrible. Whew. Of course, that's in Oklahoma. That's probably why. Well, I'm way behind. Way behind. Lagging. Oh, there we go. Climbing back up. Well, I thought it was. Yeah, she's buffering. Yeah, my upload is horrible right now. Horrible. It's just horrible. Yeah, knock myself offline. That might help. Probably a lot. The upload speed is just horrible. I guess we lost Sierra. I'm going to have to get on her. She didn't even say goodbye to her grandpa. Terrible. But my internet is all over the place. I thought I was going to have a really good night with the internet, but it's horrible. It went from great to horrible in like seconds. I can't snap my fingers. I never could. Can't snap them. Isn't that funny? My wife can snap hers like as loud as all can get out, but I can't snap mine. Well, it's down to 3 now, which is me on my phone, or actually my wife is on my phone. I have her logged in with this. Oh, there's me and you two. That's 3. Technically, there's 4 if you count her. And Sierra was here, but she left. Recon scared her. Big bully. You can't whistle? Well, I can whistle all right, I guess, but I can't. I've never been able to snap my fingers so I could hear them very well. That's it. What you hear is it. I know people that can snap their fingers and it sounds like really loud. Minnie's not here. She's hiding. It shows 3, Ken. That's me, you, and Recon. That's the 3 you see. That's because I had my wife logged in too, Ken, but I logged her out. It was lagging it too much, so I had to log her out. Yeah, it sounds like you got to shorten your headlights, all right, Recon. There's nothing worse than a wiring issue in a vehicle, in a car, truck, whatever. Sometimes it's just so hard to pin it down. And it's usually a bad ground. Either a bad ground or it's a short. But if it's a short, it's going to keep blowing the fuse. But if it's not working, it's most likely a bad ground. Yep. And when it's a wiring issue, it ends up being expensive. Time they trace it all out. Just hope and pray to God they don't come back and say you need a new wiring harness. That ain't going to be pretty. That's going to be expensive. I've kind of been wanting to ride my Harley, but I haven't ridden it in months. Paid the payments, but I haven't ridden it in months. I guess it's because when my son passed away, it just reminds me of him so much when I ride because he used to ride with me a lot. So I just can't make myself get on it yet. And plus, I need to lower it. I need to put a lowering kit on it. I've got the kit, but I got to have help. Somebody's got to hold that bike up while I put the jack under it. I had to trace them out and find the problem. Sometimes there was a wire in the wrong place rubbing against something sharp and I got cut and shorted it out. Well, he already knows what's wrong. There's a wiring problem. It's got a short. So I doubt putting a machine on it will make any difference. I guess I should have messaged some people earlier to get on, but most people know I do the stream every night, so I try not to bug everybody about it. Once in a while, I shoot a text out, but some people have to be reminded sometimes, that's all. So I do that once in a while. No, you can put a machine on it with a check engine lights on or not. That doesn't matter. But I doubt that it'll nail it down specifically where the wiring is. It won't tell you where the wiring problem is. It'll just tell you there's a problem, but you already know that. because I've got one of those machines hooked to your car. I've used it many times on my kids' cars and other people's vehicles. I just get a good old multimeter out and start checking some wires. Well, that's good. So he won't charge you. You'll look it up and you'll find the problem and go, oh, it's going to cost him a paycheck. Don't get too upset, Recon. It's just money. It says we've only got 2 now, so I don't know if Ken lost connection or if YouTube is just reporting wrong again, which wouldn't surprise me. Kenny, you still here, or did we lose you? He fell asleep the other night, so I don't know. He might have fallen. Ken's liable to fall asleep on us. Who knows? It could be. He admitted it already once, so. I almost did myself the other night when I was doing the live. That one of them nights that I said I was like really tired, I dang near fell asleep talking to you guys. That's why as soon as the hour was up, I was shutting it down because I was so tired. I just couldn't how to keep my eyes open. Well, that's good. That's always good. So, yeah, mechanic fella. I guess I can give you $10 or $20 a week for life. Excuse me, guys. I got to turn my AC down a little bit. It's starting to get cold in here. No, he hasn't been saying goodbye lately, for quite a while, really. He just disappears. Although, wait a minute, he was on. Wasn't he on last night? I think he actually did say good night last night. It surprised me. Hey, crap! My coffee's cold. The heck, cold coffee, and I have to have cold coffee with my cherry pie. That's bull. Oh yeah, we get them big horse flies here too. Oh yeah. Them big horse flies don't discriminate on what state they're in. Oh yeah, well yeah, it's been many nights he didn't say good night or nothing. For a while. Just gone. But I think about it and I remember there's been times I've done the same thing. Even on Brad's stream, there was times that I just had to go do something or whatever, and I just logged off. Because, of course, That being when he had like 30, 40 people on, and you know, everybody was typing, so he probably would have missed it anyway. So I would just leave. And sometimes I'd come back. Yeah, if I probably should have texted at least Trinity, and of course I think Velvet's still working until, I think Nancy said till August, middle of August or end of August. I don't know. Shows we got 3 now. Might be that sneaky mini. We'll call her Sneaky Minnie now. Comes in here, looks around, and that's what she does now. Sneaky Minnie. I love to pick on her, though. She always comments, though. Dessert is Nutter butter cookies. Those are good. Peanut M&Ms. Well, actually, my wife tonight was gonna. What was she gonna do for dessert? Oh, she was gonna have peaches, but then I reminded her that we had just got a carrot cake, but we didn't have that either. The grandbaby's feeling better, yes. Not 100% yet, but doing better. My wife still has whatever she got, cold or whatever. I think she's feeling a little better too, though. See, now my download is 12.33 megabits per second. Upload finally went up a little bit, 0.52. Might be allergic to peanuts or peanut butter. Yes, sir. Doing some buffering still. I think I'll just log myself off. I'll solve that problem. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. Yep, diabetics can't eat all that sugar. I'm surprised I'm not a diabetic with all the sugar I used to eat when I was younger, all the sweet stuff, the cupcakes and cake and candy and all that crap when I was a kid. I mean, I ate a ton of candy when I was a kid. I can't believe I'm not a diabetic. Of course, you never know. I may end up being a diabetic at any time. I don't think people aren't really born diabetic. I don't think. They get it from eating too much candy and sweets and whatever, and I guess it's hereditary too. I suppose. I don't know if it's hereditary or not. It probably is. Yeah, and you may have had diabetes for years and didn't even know it. Just didn't feel right. Just didn't put two and two together and come up with diabetic. Yeah, yeah. A lot of kids are born diabetic. I don't know what the statistics are, but I'm sure there's a lot of them out there. My best friend, who's my age, he didn't know he was a diabetic for a long, long time, but he was always overweight. He was a big man, very strong, rugged man, plumber. Um, I watched him move boilers by himself up north. I mean, this is a very strong guy, but he used to have a lot of problems. He'd get gas, he'd have problems with blockages in his intestines and whatever, and burping a lot and stuff like that. That's what it was. He was a diabetic. He never knew it. And they never tested him for it for a long time. And finally, they figured it out that he was a diabetic. And he lost a leg because of it. It's a hell of a time to find out you're a diabetic when you end up losing your leg from it. He also had a bad gas problem. I think I mentioned that, but God, when he broke wind, holy cripe, it'd kill you. It was just bad. And that's why, because he was diabetic. Yep. Yeah, that is the strangely enough, that's the way it is. If you're a diabetic, either way, high or low, whatever, um, you better have. That's one thing that even if you've had too much sugar, that's what takes you out of it is sugar. Give him sugar. In fact, his wife was a diabetic when she got older too, and she was worse than him. They actually carried a tube of frosting with them in a tube. That's what the doctors told them to do. They'd be in a restaurant eating, and she'd just like right out. He just grabbed a tube of frosting out of her pocketbook and squeeze some in her mouth, and she'd come out of it. It happened many, many times, many times. And she finally died quite a few years ago, but she finally did pass away from it. She was a lot older than him too. Yeah, that's when you carry some kind of sweets with you. Yeah. Believe it or not, even a glass of milk will solve it. I mean, I didn't know it until my best friend told me, but milk has sugar in it. You can give somebody a glass of milk, and it'll take them out of that diabetic alert. Because he used to do it all the time himself. That's what the doctor said: drink milk, drink some milk. If you ain't got sugar around, drink some milk, because milk does have sugar in it. Yeah, yeah. Some people don't know how dangerous it is. My best friend said his count was over 1,000, whatever that means, when they figured it out. You go up real high all the time. Yeah, luckily none of my kids are diabetic either. I can't keep looking at this apple pie. I'm going to have to do something about it. And my daughter Jennifer's older than both of you. Jenny's 45 now, I think. It don't seem possible that she could be that old. Of course, she's a grandmother now too, so. But it doesn't matter. She's the boss anyway, Recon. And you know it. Seemed like just a year or two ago, my kids were kids. Time goes by fast. Yes, it shows one person up there now. Thank you, YouTube. I have the hardest time remembering how old my kids are because they're kind of spread apart a little bit. Except Mark and Jenny. Jenny's the oldest. Then my oldest son was just a year younger than her. And then it was several more years before my other son Chris was born. And then several more before Nancy was born. My wife always gets upset with me because I can't remember what their ages are. I can't even tell you what year they were born. I know when their birthday is, but I don't remember the year. Hell, I hardly remember my own birthday. Your phone died at 50%. Wow. You have the worst problem with phones, Recon. Well, I can't say much because I was too. This is my Samsung A50 that I could never get to work with a damn SIM card. And now I just use it I just hook into my internet and I can do YouTube on it or whatever and some other stuff, but can't make any calls with it, but I can still use it for email and whatever. And I kept it. My son tried to talk me out of it because he thinks he can fix it, but which maybe he can. I don't know. But I wasn't about to get my $350 damn phone that I just paid off because I like the camera in it. It's got a 25 megapixel camera in the dang thing. So it's got 3 cameras. You know that. You got one. So I intended to use it out here in the studio as another camera. I've got several tablets. And my wife has a couple, I think. But they're all 10-inch. Now, one of the tablets I got out here in the studio, I use for, I put pictures on that I'm going to paint. It's just easier, and it hangs up by the easel, so you can see it over there. Right there on the easel. There's a tablet right there. So I can just put pictures that I want to pull pieces of it off to put on a painting or whatever. Say I like certain mountains or whatever, then I like some trees from something else or some other effect or whatever I'm looking at. I put it on the tablet. Or if I'm working on a portrait or something, a lot of times I'll put it right on the tablet. But I've got one up here. I've had for years. It was expensive. It was like $400 and something. My wife has one too, like it. It is worn out. But I even have a battery for it, spare battery somewhere. I think it's a Acer, I believe. Or an Asus, Acer or Asus. I can't remember which one it is. I know it was expensive. But it was a good one. I mean, I used that one for Kindle, basically, because I would get books online. I used to read a lot. Years and years, I used to read a lot at night at the group home because I had to be up late at night, whatever, with the clients and whatever, waiting for them to go to sleep or a problem with one or they're sick or whatever. So I'd read at night with something to do because it's quiet. And so I just read. I read thousands of books with one of them. And a good friend of mine is an author. He's written about 6 or 7 books, 7 or 8, maybe more than that, 7 or 8 of them. And he used to send me copies of his book to read. But they were really geared toward teenagers, but I read them anyway. It's called The Legend of the Dragon Tree or something like that. Dragonfly or something. I don't remember. Dragon Tree. Been a while since I read them. But you can get his books on Amazon. They're geared for kids that are under 18 years old, teenagers. Dragon Tree, I think it's called. The whole series, all by Sean Schaefer. They're on Amazon. My granddaughter Kylie um, talked to him and loved his books. So he ended up, and his wife actually did illustrating. She was an illustrator, um, artist, digital stuff she did. And they both autographed, I think, 2 different sets of his books for her. And she treasures them a lot. And hopefully she'll keep them. Someday they may be worth something. Is anybody here anymore? Or am I talking to myself? Maybe Recon lost his phone. Might have went dead now. Ken, you still here, buddy? Had to refresh again. Ah, okay. My wife went through quite a few different 10-inch tablets. Some of them she ended up selling to my kids that wanted them. She didn't make anything. She probably lost. I'm sure she lost money on them, but they wanted them for their kids or whatever, or she'd give them to them. But she liked certain games, and she'd get a new tablet, and if it didn't play all of her games, it was gone, and she'd get another one. Cost me a fortune with tablets for her. Ken must have fell asleep at the keyboard again. Wake up, Ken. I like tablets. I really do, especially for reading. Well, get another battery. You can replace the batteries on them. Of course, it may not be worth it. Who knows? I. Oh, you are here. You woke up. We woke him up. Good. I'd love to get my 850 fixed so that it would take a SIM card. I really do because I like this phone. Good phone. For the $350, I really wouldn't mind putting a little bit into it if I had to get somebody to restore it so that it worked. My daughter gave us the A11 Samsung, but it's nowhere near as fast as this one. This one's much faster. It pulls stuff up like, well, you had one. They're really fast. Worked great. So it's got 0 online now. Oh, well. All right, guys, it's been an hour anyway, so we might as well cut on out of here, I guess. And I just bought my son a new tablet for Christmas. $400. Yep. Yep. Yeah, $400 is not surprising. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming on. And geez, I wish we'd get more people in here tonight. I tell you what, it's just driving me nuts. It's not that I don't enjoy both of your company, because I do. It's just I'd like to have a lot more people in here so we could have even better conversations with other people and whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all have a good night. Take care. God bless. Stay healthy. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, guys.